I want people that leave to go home and have that memory of being there as one of the best nights of their life. That they feel like they've met me and that they know me. So much so that they might want to tune into a movie I've written, or watch a TV movie that I'm in as an actress, or download my book.
How many of y'all ever been in a relationship that ends and there's a dog involved? Right? It's never fun. I had a white lab named Cletus. He was about 100 pounds. And my ex-boyfriend bought him with somebody else, and since there's children here, I'm going to give the PG version. And so when I left the ex-boyfriend, I also had to leave the dog, which was so devastating. 4 years later, it was actually 2 years ago, I got a call from the ex-boyfriend who's married now with four kids, 2 sets of twins. Karma is a and all under the age of 4. Thank you very much. I know. Ha 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 ha. What? Riley, inappropriate behavior at the Bluebird. Anyway, he said, hey, one of my kids is allergic. Do you want the dog? And I'm like, are you kidding me? Well, it wasn't that easy. He said, well, what am I going to do? And I said, do I get the dog? Is that what this is about? And he said, yes. I said, well, hell yeah, I want the dog. I didn't just get the dog, I got dog-a-money. He pays for everything to do with Cletus the dog, and I'm back together with my best man, Cletus. And this is Cletus' song. Not kidding. Back up that moving truck, pack your stuff, hurry up. I swear you couldn't move any slower. I'll toss your clothes in the street with all your Kenny GCDs for dragging your feet. It's over. You're wasting both our time, figuring out what's yours and mine. You keep the china, take the big flat screen, look out behind you. Here comes your cheap ass ring, even though most of it's mine. Take it off, go live high on the hog. I get the dog.
It actually is kind of funny because I've never been on a plane before, and I waited until my parents left the country, pre-divorce, until they went on their Save the Marriage vacation, and didn't work. Side note. They're going to love this interview. And I waited till then to get a plane ticket because I thought there's no way they're going to let me do this on my own. And that's when I went to Los Angeles. I thought, how hard can it be to get to be an actress? Which is kind of funny now that I think back on it. And then after a few years, you know, I got sick and tired of these scripts that I was getting that were just kind of, well, let's just say it, they were terrible, awful, horribly written scripts, and I thought I can be that bad, and maybe just a little bit better for what the kind of stuff I wanted to do. So I started writing scripts. They start getting noticed, and then I was suddenly a screenwriter too, and a TV writer and TV movies, and now I'm very blessed and have a couple of great movies airing on Hallmark and Lifetime, and a holiday one. And it was 3 years ago, almost 4 years ago, that I decided I needed to leave Los Angeles and focus on what I was most passionate about, which is country music. Flip Flops we wrote, it's a great song. We wrote for Kenny Chesney, and he doesn't know it yet. But I did find out where he lives, and I bought the flip-flops. So I'm going to tie it to little CDs that just have flip-flops on there, and I'm going to hang him over his gate, which might get me arrested, and I'm very okay with that. My dad's okay with that as long as we call Scott Reeves, one of my co-writers, to bail me out of jail. And I figure it won't even get that far because I plan on having my guitar in the back of my truck and maybe playing Mr. Chesney a song. And maybe he'll say, instead of arresting her, I would like to take her on tour. Yes, illogical. However, possible.
I'll take a pair in every color, one for every day of the week. 'Cause when I slip them on, nothing can go wrong. It's a salty air, beach chair, blue sky philosophy. Flip flops. Fill my glass up to the tip-top. I ain't no looking at that damn tip-top. not these boots. Kicking the boots off the job. Life is better in flip-flops.
Yeah.
Life is better in flip-flops. Thank y'all so much. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound.
I think that's my favorite song. I could cry. I think that's one of my favorite songs just because of the place it takes me to. I mean, I could be anywhere and sing that song and I go someplace else. I go home in my head.
Overgrown, open fields, gravel kicking up under my wheels. Windows down, music way up loud. Orange sky, yellow leaves, white birches blowing in the breeze. Ain't nothing better but the here and now. I'm almost there. Almost there. Back road home. Back road home. Back road home.
I am hoping to make a movie called Before I Go that I wrote years ago and then wrote a book based on the script, which I know is backwards. And the book won a few awards, and then I wrote the theme song to control just a little bit more of the project. And I really want to shoot it here in Nashville or somewhere in the South, and kind of want to star in it too. So I'm trying to raise the funds now to make that movie. That's probably the biggest priority. And continue to play live out all over town, which I love doing. I don't care if it's a 30-minute set. I don't care if it's opening up for Montgomery Gentry or anything in between. I was blessed to do that last fall. I just love playing, and now that I play the guitar fairly well, it's much more fun. And I'll sing for anybody. I don't care if it's one person. I don't care if it's 7,000 people. I mean, well, I would like the 20,000. You know, that's awfully fun, but I will play for one. I don't care.
I get the dough, keep it shiny. Take the big flat screen, look out behind you. Here comes your cheap ass friend. Even though most of it's round, take it all, rolling high on the hog. I get the dog. I get the dog. Who says you can't have it all? I get the dog. Thank y'all so much. My dog is spoiled rotten. He gets manicures, he gets groomed every week, he gets wellness visits, he gets a new leash every month. No, it's not that bad. He's even high in the hall.
Mercy, who was my first kiss? Probably my dog Daisy, which makes it kind of weird and also cute. Except that I was 17. No, I'm kidding. No. I can't even remember who. I think it was Kurt. His name was Kurt. I'm pretty sure it was on the bus. It's a long bus ride. We're all in the middle of nowhere, so we probably traveled a good 55 minutes every day on the bus just to get to school. So it probably was a couple feet kisses, if I'm not mistaken. God.